I was driving from Las Vegas to Reno, taking the scenic route through the desert. It was July, and the temperature gauge on my dashboard was reading 108 degrees. I had plenty of water and a reliable car, so I wasn't worried, until I heard a loud pop, and my steering wheel jerked violently to the right. I managed to pull over onto the gravel shoulder. 2 blown tires, not 1, 2. I got out and inspected them. Both tires on the passenger side had been shredded. Looking back at the road, I saw a piece of jagged metal rebar lying innocently on the asphalt. It looked like it had been placed there intentionally, angled up like a spike. I checked my phone. No service, of course. I hadn't seen another car for an hour. The heat was oppressive, heavy, and suffocating. I got back in the car to wait, turning the engine on intermittently to run the AC, trying to conserve gas. About 40 minutes later, a beat-up pickup truck appeared on the horizon, distorted by the heat waves. It slowed down and pulled up behind me. A man stepped out. He was shirtless, skin leathery from the sun, wearing dirty jeans. He didn't smile. 2 tires, huh? He said, looking at the damage. That's bad luck. Yeah, I said through the window. Do you have a radio? Can you call for a tow? Radio's broke, he spat on the ground. But I got a shop about 20 miles north. I can give you a ride. Something about him felt wrong. He hadn't asked if I was okay. He was looking at my back seat, scanning my belongings. I'll just wait for the highway patrol, I lied. He laughed, a dry, cracking sound. Patrol don't come down this road, son. Not today. You stay out here. You cook. Come on, hop in. He reached for my door handle. I locked it just in time. Open the door, he commanded, his voice dropping an octave. Go away, I said, showing him my pepper spray. He stared at me for a long moment, then walked back to his truck. He rummaged in the truck bed and pulled out a tire iron. He walked back to my car, not to the door, but to the front. Smash. He shattered my headlight. Smash. He hit the hood. He was trying to scare me out. He walked to the driver's side window and raised the iron. Last chance, he growled. Suddenly, the sound of a siren wailed in the distance. A real police cruiser was coming over the hill. The man's eyes went wide. He dropped the tire iron, ran to his truck, and peeled out, kicking up a cloud of dust as he sped off-road into the desert scrub. The officer told me that the rebar was a common trap. They call guys like him vultures. They disable cars and wait for the heat to weaken the drivers before they take them, and everything they own. My radiator blew 3 miles past the Death Valley National Park sign. Steam poured out of the hood, and the engine died instantly. It was 2 p.m. on a Tuesday. I knew I was in trouble. I popped the hood to let it cool, grabbed my water bottle, and sat in the shadow of the car. I had about a liter of water left. In 110-degree heat, that's nothing. An hour passed. I was starting to feel dizzy. Then a pristine white SUV slowed down. It looked like a rental. A nice couple, maybe in their 40s, rolled down the window. Car trouble? The woman asked kindly.
I need help. My car
Radiator,
overheated.
I croaked. Do you have any water or a phone signal?
We have plenty of water in the back.
No signal, the man said, shaking his head. But we have plenty of water. Here. He handed me an unopened bottle of Aquafina from a cooler. It was ice cold. Thank you so much, I said, cracking it open and chugging half of it.
Out here.
Hop in, the woman said. We're heading to the visitor center. We can drop you off. I was about to open the door when a wave of nausea hit me. Not heat stroke nausea, This was different. My vision blurred instantly. My limbs felt heavy. I looked at the water bottle. There was a tiny pinprick hole in the plastic near the cap, barely visible. "Come on, get in," the man said, his voice urgent now. "Don't be shy." I stumbled back. "No," I slurred. The man's face changed. The kindness vanished. "Get in the car, now!" He opened his door and stepped out. I tried to run, but my legs wouldn't work. I collapsed onto the hot asphalt. The man walked over to me. He wasn't rushing. He knew I couldn't go anywhere. He grabbed me by the arm and started dragging me toward the SUV. "Please," I mumbled. Just then, a convoy of 3 jeeps with pink Jeep Tours logos came around the bend. It was a tour group. The man dropped my arm instantly. He jumped back into his SUV and sped off before the tour guides could see what was happening. The tour guides found me passed out on the road. The doctors at the hospital found high levels of tranquilizers in my blood. That nice couple wasn't helping tourists. They were hunting them. I was driving a rental car across the Mojave Desert at night to save time. Big mistake. Around midnight, the car just died. Electrical failure. No lights, no engine, just darkness. I managed to guide the car to the shoulder by moonlight. It was pitch black. The silence was absolute. I sat there for 20 minutes praying for a car to pass. Then, I saw headlights in my rear-view mirror. I got out and waved my arms. "Hey, help!" The car, a dark sedan, slowed down. It pulled up right next to me. The window rolled down. There were 4 men inside. They weren't looking at me. They were looking at each other and laughing.
Nice night
for a walk, the driver sneered. Then, he sped off. I was shaken, but relieved they didn't stop. 10 minutes later, I saw headlights coming from the opposite direction. I waved again. The car slowed down. It was the same dark sedan. They had turned around. This time, they stopped 20 feet in front of my car, facing me, blinding me with their high beams. They just sat there. I couldn't see them, but I knew they were watching me. Then, they turned their headlights off. I was plunged into total darkness again. I could hear their car doors opening. I scrambled into my car and locked the doors. Come out, wherever you are," a voice sang from the darkness. Something heavy hit the trunk. Thump. Then the roof. Thump. They were circling the car, slapping the metal panels with their hands, taunting me. I curled up in the driver's seat, pressing the horn. Beep, beep, beep. The horn echoed uselessly in the vast desert. "No one can hear you," a voice whispered right outside my window. Glass shattered. The rear driver's side window imploded. An arm reached in to unlock the back door. I did the only thing I could think of. I had a flare gun in the emergency kit in the trunk, but I couldn't reach it. But I had a lighter in my pocket and a can of hairspray in my bag. I grabbed the hairspray and the lighter. As the back door opened and a head popped in, I ignited the spray. A 3-foot tongue of fire engulfed the man's face. He screamed and fell back. "Let's go! Let's go!" he yelled. I heard them scramble back to their car. Tires screeched, and the sedan took off into the night. I spent the next 6 hours shivering in the broken car with the lighter in my hand until the sun came up and a trucker stopped to help.